good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Everybody, and welcome to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. Yes, it is the first day of November. Can you believe it, people? I can't. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my guests. Lucky me! Look, I got 2 men here with me tonight. I am so lucky. All right, so let's talk about my weekend. Friday, what I do. Friday, I was here at beautiful Paradise Studios in Massapequa. You know, Bobby has an open mic jam every Friday night. We usually gets going around 8:30, and we go till like midnight. It's great if you sing, if you dance, if you play an instrument, if you're an author and want to read a chapter from your book, if you want to do a monologue, whatever you want to do. This is the place where creative minds come together, and we have a really good time. Saturday, I did a quick pit stop at Coaster's Tavern on the way to Hicksville because my girlfriend Kim Tudor threw her annual Halloween party, and it was so much fun. Bobby's going to throw up a picture. I was a flamenco dancer. I didn't have any castanets, but I was able to find a fan, from the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Dollar Tree. I look good. I think I look good. Yeah, look at me. Ooh, baby. Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right, so I had a blast, and it was so nice seeing everybody and getting together. They go all out on their costumes. And then Sunday was yesterday was my daughter Valerie's 24th birthday. Happy birthday, Valerie Manzo. And she came over because she wanted her birthday present. Of course, that's why she came over. And then what else is there to do on a Sunday? Football and laundry. We all need clean underwear. All right, so let's get to my guests because I'm so excited. To the left of me, I have Ronaldo Mancini. He's an actor, writer, producer. To the right of me, I have Jonathan Conover, and he is a screenwriter, filmmaker, DJ, and a teacher, and a writer. So we have a mix of everything here, and they are connected. That's why they're here together. So first, we're going to start out with Ronaldo, because Ronaldo and I have been friends on Facebook for a while.
Yeah.
And then we were lucky enough to actually work together on a Good Friday.
Yep.
Right, in Jersey. And then you had called me, and you said you have a lot of things going on. And I said, look, come on, let's talk about it. But you're an actor, you're a writer, producer. You're originally from Mount Vernon. You went
Correct.
to Mount Vernon High School?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes,
and
I
then
did.
what did you do after that?
I went to WCC for about a year and a half and took up, business and architectural drafting and things of that nature. But it was pretty short.
Short-lived?
Yeah, short-lived.
All right, so, you're an actor. So how old were you when you realized you've got that acting bug in you?
Well, that's a funny question because I was never really an actor. So this actually started about 5 or 6 years ago, and I was on The Irishman.
Okay.
So that was my first gig, and then from there I fell in love with it, and I just continued with it.
So let me ask you a question about The Irishman, because I know a lot of people who were in it as extras. Did you see a call for it, and then you just applied? How'd that work?
Yes. Actually, a friend of mine gave me a number to call, and I called, I guess, one of these casting companies.
Right.
And I left them a message, and a few days later I got a call back, and they said, hey, how would you like to be on The Irishman? And I was like, okay. I mean, I thought it was just,
And where did you film your scene? Was it here on Long Island?
No, my scene, I believe, was in the Bronx.
Oh, it was in the Bronx. Was it a one-day shoot for you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's
one-day
good, but
shoot.
how exciting is that? Your
Oh my
first
God,
film
it
was
was
with
awesome.
Al Pacino. Hello.
Well, not only
That's
that.
not too shabby.
Not only that, but I got to meet Al Pacino.
Oh, nice.
and Martin Scorsese. So it was a
wow.
completely surreal kind of a day.
Yeah, now you could die.
Yes.
It's like that moment. It's like that
Yep,
kind of
yep,
moment.
yep.
Holy cow.
Walked up to me, hugged me, shook my hand, and I was
how
like,
nice.
yeah, it was really nice.
Oh, that's
Really nice.
beautiful.
A very humble human being. Very nice
That's
guy.
what I've heard.
Yeah,
That's what
very
that's
humble.
what I've heard. I'm hoping to meet him one day, Al. Gonna meet you one day,
Yeah.
Al. It's gonna happen.
Don't forget about me, Al.
So you were in The Irishman. You got the bug. Let's say hi real quick. Hello, Richard. And Bruno and everyone for watching. Thank you for watching the show. Please like it. Please share it. I'm with Ronaldo Mancini and Jonathan Conover, and we're here because they are involved in a film TV series together, and we're gonna talk. It's like playing tennis. So I want to do one and then the other. Woo! Lucky me.
Hey.
All right. So after The Irishman, you did a couple of shorts, right? You did Invite Only, which was a short.
That was a short that we filmed out in Jersey. No, I'm sorry. Invite Only was done in, I believe it was in Jersey.
Okay.
I believe.
I believe you. And then you did another short called The Stiff.
The Stiff was actually done, in Jersey as well.
Now, were either one of these comedies or were they both dramas?
No, Invite Only was actually a horror film.
Ooh.
Where I was getting killed.
Oh, okay.
So in a basement.
How'd you get
nonetheless.
killed? Tell me how you got killed.
Some girl was possessed, and the storyline was very short. But she was possessed, and she comes into a basement because one of the guys that we were sitting down playing cards with did something wrong to her sister, or somewhat, and she
Right.
came down and decided that she was going to take over and pay her dues.
But that must be. I've never done a horror flick. Well, I'm doing like a horror drama, but it's not like I'm playing a real estate agent by day and by night I'm
Right.
in a cult.
Right,
but
right,
it's not
right.
like anything like that. You
Right,
know, it's like a little
right.
bit more.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, this was a quick scene. We were sitting down playing cards, and then the lights went out, and then I got caught, and she kind of like cut my throat, and I fall to the ground.
That's
and
cool. I love playing like special effects and makeup and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And then let's talk about Almost Made, okay? Because Almost Made, you did help write that, correct?
I did.
Okay, which is really, really cool. And you had in some of my friends who have done my show, like Paul Borghese and Joe D'Onofrio and Kathleen Amicio.
Absolutely.
Jackie the Joke Man Martling.
Yep.
And Louis.
Veneria?
I never say his name right.
Veneria.
Last name.
Lou Veneria, yeah.
I never say
Great guy.
his last name right. I actually met him at SopranoCon when I was
Okay.
there interviewing everybody. So tell me about Almost Made.
So Almost Made came to life when a few of us guys were on set of Mrs. Maisel, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Okay.
And we shot like 9 straight days. So there was a group of guys sitting at a table, and my partner and I, my partner Jim Glorioso, we were sitting there thinking. I said, "Why are we wasting our time, doing all this background work?" I said, "Why can't we just write a script?"
Right.
So he said, "It's not a bad idea." And then we started throwing some ideas around, and he says, "Well, let's do a mob movie." And I said, "Well, let's try to shy away from an actual mob movie." I said, because people are going to try to compare this to Casino and Goodfellas
Right,
and
right,
all those great hits.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, but I'll tell you, what hasn't really been done in a while is probably like a mob comedy, like a mob generated comedy.
Right,
So he's
right.
like, you know what, that's a great idea. And while we're sitting and holding, we wrote about 25 pages.
Wow.
And then within a few days later, actually Jim finished a lot of it on his own.
Right.
But weeks later, we had 6 series written already.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost like comedy with stand-up comics. A lot of people produce their own shows so they can
Right.
get stage time.
Right.
Right. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And how long did that take you to film? How did you do it over
Actually,
days, or?
we filmed. It was probably a 5-day shoot that we filmed in 3 days. Jonathan was actually there helping us all out, and he did everything from key grips to mic booms and running back and forth. And
You wear many different hats.
Oh, he was a valuable asset. So, but it actually, we shot it in 3 days, a grueling 3 days.
Wow.
The last scene went to 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. Sun was coming up.
Sun was coming up.
Wow.
Yeah, but we got funding for it, and we ended up shooting it.
That's amazing. That is so cool. So cool. So now the two of you are working together on a series called Down the Shore.
well, that's how it came about.
Well, I want to know how you met originally, how the two of you met originally.
So Jonathan came to help us out on the shoot for Almost Made.
Okay, yeah, but
And
how did you find them to help you?
I didn't find him, he found us.
How did you find them?
Well, Ronaldo's partner, Jim Glorioso, had a son who was actually in my English class, because I'm an English teacher.
And thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for teaching.
Oh, thank
Seriously,
you. You're
teachers
welcome.
aren't thanked enough.
Thank you. So, I had found out that, he was that Jim was an actor, and I saw this thing on Facebook where it was an article in one of the local papers that he was going to be making a film.
Right.
In the Amsterdam area, which is right 20 minutes away from me. So I said, you know what, I'm going to reach out to him, and I'm going to see, and we talked for about an hour on the phone, and we talked again, and I said, listen, if you need any help in any way, shape, or form, I will volunteer. I'm a teacher,
Good
had
for
to have
you.
the summers off, so I
Right.
said, I will come and do whatever you need and be there for you as a volunteer, and whatever you need, I'll take care of. And so he said, you got it, I'll take you up on that. So we met in late July, and we were there, and one of the first people on set that I met was Ronaldo, and he came up to me, and he was very gregarious and everything, and said, and we kind of hit it off right away.
Yeah, we did. We did.
So, and then I got telling, and he said, I hear you have an idea yourself. He's like, tell me a little bit of it. So on our car rides back and forth, I was telling him about this, and it kind of piqued his interest. He's like, is there a part for me? And I said, well, I think so. So I after watching Almost Made for a couple of days, watching the filming, I'm in the background, and I'm watching through the monitor, and I'm looking at his face and his expression, and I'm seeing the way he acts, and I'm thinking in my head, I know the character he could be. So I formulated in my head a good plot that sequence to take it, and I had already written my screenplay at this point. I had the whole first series, the whole season was done. Wow. So as we would ride back and forth to set in different areas, I would tell him about the plot, and he was getting more and more interested. And finally, after the shoot was over, he called me up and said, "All right, tell me the rest of it." So I went. I spent an hour on the phone telling him. He was hooked.
His ear.
He wanted more.
I was
That's
hooked.
awesome.
I was hooked, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, listen, we're going to take our first break. Don't go anywhere, because I have so much more to talk about with Ronaldo and Jonathan. We'll be back after this break. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I want to thank 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore and Linda DeVitis. Find her on wherever, Facebook, Google. And John York from General Hospital. What beautiful words. I love that man, and hopefully I'm going to get him on the show one day. So I'm talking to my left is Ronaldo Mancini. Nice Jewish boy, right? Nah, he's Italian. And to the right of me, I have Jonathan Conover, who is a teacher. He's a screenwriter, filmmaker. He also DJs. You do you wear many, many hats.
I do.
So before break, we were talking about how you guys met. And you are originally from Fort Plain, New York?
Fort Plain, New York.
And now you reside in Albany.
Yeah, a
So I
little
have
outside.
to personally thank you in front of everyone and Ronaldo for coming into studio, because this was a schlep. And originally we were going to have you in studio and do StreamYard with you, and you're like, no, I want to come, which I'm really, really, really happy you did. I know you guys are going to have like a sleepover tonight or something before you hit Albany.
I have accommodations.
Before you hit
He's got
Albany again.
I've accommodated.
But no, but it's so cool when I have people in the studio compared to StreamYard and virtually. It's
Right,
nice
sure.
to have warm bodies next to me. So so obviously you started out as a teacher, right? You went to school to teach,
Yeah.
and then you doing the DJ thing like on the weekends, right?
Yeah, weddings, parties, all that kind of stuff, and just kind of helped get me through college and everything. I went to
Right.
Siena College up
Yeah.
in Albany, and kind of stayed in that area. And just when I, now I'm the school's resident DJ, so I do all the kids' school dances and
Cool.
everything.
You must be a
so
really cool teacher.
Wow.
Like everyone wants you for English, right?
That's why we hit it off too.
Yeah.
We're both DJs.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's
so
right.
cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you both meet, and I want to know how Down the Shore came to you. Tell me that story.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's one. I've always loved movies. First of all, film of any kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Television series, whatever. I've always been into it. In fact, when I was in high school, I worked at a video store. So I would bring home 4 or 5 movies a night.
Was that Blockbuster?
No, it was just a local video store.
Really?
That was there, and I'd spend all my time I'd bring movies home and be up late watching it, and then be too tired for school the next day. And get up. But no, it was. But I have always kind of really enjoyed film, and I always wanted. And when I went to college, I was an English major, so I always wanted to. I took a lot of screenwriting courses and playwriting courses, and just loved the idea of plots and characters and those kinds of things. And this is something that I've always wanted to do.
Right.
And I said to myself, I'm gonna do this. I remember the day it happened. I was on Mulberry Street in New York. I was just sitting there by myself. I was waiting for a friend and just having a cup of coffee, my breakfast. And I'm just looking around and I'm just thinking to myself, why aren't I doing this? So I grabbed a napkin and asked the waiter for a pen, and I started sketching out ideas. By the time my friend showed up like an hour later, and thank God he showed up an hour later, I probably wouldn't have had it done. So I had it all written out, a whole plot. Went back home, started outlining everything, typing it up, then just grabbed some new software and just started
That's
typing.
what I was going to ask you. Did you get the software for it?
Sure.
Because I know a lot of people out
Sure.
there who want to write. I don't have any kind of software. Like I'll just handwrite like myself a note. But the software makes everything so easy, right? Because
Very
you're just typing and then it actually puts it into
Right.
some kind
It
of format.
it formats it for you. Big little drop-down menus and everything where you can go and say, if you want the character, if you want some stage direction, that kind of thing. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's very cool, and it really helps with the writing. You get in a rhythm when you're doing it, and
It's like a zone, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah. How many hours does it take you? Like, in other words, you say, okay, honey, thanks for dinner. I'm going to go downstairs now and, do some writing. Like, how immersed do you get in it? Like, do you get lost for hours?
oh yeah. Yeah, I would put the kids to bed.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I
Right.
got to get up for work.
Right. I'd put the kids to bed, and I'm like, I just got to finish this scene. Set little goals for yourself and say,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
where's this going? Or if you would come to something and say, oh, it's going this way. I'm going to try this, and then 18 pages later, and then next thing you know, you're into it, and you're right. It's 2 in the morning.
And is it because you don't want to lose the flow? Because sometimes I want to keep going because I don't want to lose the momentum.
Right.
Or do you have to make yourself actual notes of certain things that you have in your head, but you have to continue it the next day?
No, I want to know what happens. It's like anything. It's like watching a show. You want to know what happened. But the great thing is, I can make anything happen because it's coming from up
yeah.
here. So
Absolutely.
But it's like, where's this going to go? Let me stay up another hour and figure out where it's going to go. And then I'd get like a boost of inspiration and just start writing 2 more pages, and I'd say, all right, let me think, and then 3 more pages would come out. So it would just be,
You're becoming engulfed in there.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah,
would
no.
you like to give a little synopsis for everyone about
Sure.
what Down the Shore is about?
Sure. Okay. So it's about a struggling actor. His name is Vinny Pasqualino, and he lives in Newark, New Jersey, in an old Italian neighborhood, and he's having trouble with his career. He's 41 years old, and he's just
Wow, there's a lot of actors out there that can relate to this.
He's
Jonathan.
struggling. He's struggling with his career, and
Yeah.
he knows that he wants to make it. And his parents aren't really being supportive because he's 41 and he hasn't really done anything yet. He works for his uncle with his cousin Dom in a pizzeria, in the family business, and they want him to take over the pizzeria. He has a successful brother. Like, there's a lot, and there's a big family dynamic going on there.
Well, they're Italian, so
Right,
it would be
exactly.
English, right?
Right. So because of all these conflicts that he's going through in his own personal life and his family and just trying to make it in this field, he just needs something to break out. So he decides one day, while working in the pizzeria, there's a pizza tour that comes into the pizzeria.
Okay.
And he's saying, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And somebody's being followed around with a camera. And he's thinking to himself, wait a minute, what is this? And he explains, he kind of gives the synopsis that this is reality television. And so he says, what's reality TV? And he explains what it is. And he says, wait a minute, maybe I'm not meant to be the actor. Maybe I'm actually meant to be a producer. And so he needs funding to go. So he goes to the mob for money, the local mobsters for money to produce this reality TV show. And the guy doesn't know. The head mobster's like, this is a little too public for our business. He said, this is not going to work, right? But there's one mobster that's in the back, Junior Santino, played by Ronaldo.
That's me.
And Junior likes what he hears. So Junior says, I like your idea, but I want to put it in a different direction. He's like, let's make this with younger, good-looking people. And let's make it down the shore. So he says, interesting. So they go down the shore to make a reality television series. And while that's happening, everything falls apart.
Wow.
And I don't want to give too much away. But
no, but it sounds really, really cool. I mean,
But now you know, obviously, the mob gets involved. And,
right.
Yeah. But it's a great concept because a lot of people can relate to reality TV,
Right.
especially today. You turn on TLC, that's all there is. I mean, with all this 90-day fiancé thing and all this, my mother's hooked on that, by the way.
Well, that's the thing. He captured, two different genres.
Right,
So you're bringing a little bit of a younger crowd and a little bit of an older crowd together, and you're taking reality TV and the mob, and, he wrote an unbelievable script. He did a great job.
Wow.
Great job.
So now you guys filmed the pilot? You did film?
No, we did film a teaser.
There is the teaser. Okay, you filmed the teaser, which I watched, and I liked it a lot. It was really, really good. You were in it. I saw you. Very, very good.
Yes. I was the
Did you draw from any character that you've seen in the past, or?
No, but, acting as a mobster to me comes pretty natural because, I kind of fit the part, but I've watched so many mob movies since I was like 3 years old.
I know.
And, my biggest idol would be, Al Pacino, and
who you got to meet.
And I got to meet him,
That is
so that made it
cool.
even more better. But
yeah,
he's one of my idols, and he's just an impeccable actor. And, there isn't a role he can't play. As far as I'm concerned. So, but the mob thing. I mean, if you take me out of that mob scene, I'll probably still function. But that's my forte, I would say.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we did Good Friday together, and you played a mobster in that too.
Right.
I actually played the big boss.
Right.
His wife, which was so much fun.
Right.
I love doing that. And I think we're supposed to be filming actually another scene at a church.
I think so, yeah.
Sal's
I mean, I'm
got that
hoping,
going
though,
on.
as time goes on, that I can, not just be localized as just one of the
that's
mobsters,
the whole thing. You
or-
don't want to get typecast.
Right,
That's
exactly,
the whole thing. I
exactly.
think
So-
that's why, when you do the horror flick, which is, something different, I
Right.
guess it's always reinventing yourself.
Right,
And,
right.
and showing that you have a wide range.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
I love putting on a good wig and accent and playing somebody.
Yeah,
Different and crazy.
Yeah.
You don't want to end up like my character.
Yeah.
who can't get a job because he's typecast, right?
Well, that's the whole thing,
Right.
and it's nice that he takes the reins and he's like open to another direction,
Right.
Like you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Do you have some kind of comedy in there, like a few lines? I think there's a few lines, that can, make you chuckle.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've always been, when I wrote this, I've always been a huge Sopranos fan. Always a huge Sopranos.
yeah.
But I've also, you'd watch The Sopranos on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, but then at 10 o'clock, Entourage would come on.
Right.
Which I'm
And I
also a
watched
big
that
Entourage
too.
fan.
Yeah, I love
So when I wrote this, I said, why not bring both of these worlds together? Because there's the Hollywood excitement limelight of television, and there's the New Jersey or New York mob scene with Italian Americans, and this is everything that I love. So I decided, why not make this something that's just put it together.
Yeah,
Make
to
an
marry them.
amalgam
You
of what we have.
Yeah,
you know,
marry them together.
Right, exactly.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I love the whole concept, and you know, I think it's going to be great. I want people to know, and we're going to say this throughout the show today, but how do people? Yeah, I know you're on, Ronaldo Mancini's on Facebook, so you could check him out on Facebook and Instagram. But people who want to know more and learn more about the movie, where do they go for that? Can they go to your Instagram or your Facebook page? Or?
Yep, my Instagram, my Facebook, any of my social media outlets, you can go and you can find, there's a page there that will take you with all the information that you need.
Yeah,
and you can see our teaser and all kinds of great content.
So cool. And it's Jonathan, it's Jonathan, and it's Conover, C-O-N over on Insta, right? And on Facebook, do you have the R in there or not? I don't know if you do.
I don't think I do. No, I don't.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
So you could always find them that way and learn more about the movie. Are you calling it a movie? Or are you calling it a TV series? What are we calling it?
Project.
Right now it's a project, but I guess we're both hoping that
it's going to be a TV series.
We're hoping
because I've left so much open.
Well, that's the whole. Yeah,
right.
That's the
we
whole
left so
thing.
much open with the ending script. It just.
I mean, you said you wrote the whole first series. So how many episodes are there?
Right now I have 6. Just a short one, just with 6 episodes.
All right. Well, hey, that works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
It's incredible. You did a great job.
It's so exciting. It really
read
is
it twice
exciting.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. You read it.
Yes.
Really? Oh, Tony's watching. Is that your wife?
Yes, my wife.
Hello, Tony. Thanks for watching. Please like the show and share it. We also have Andrew watching. Michael Norton's watching. Bruno's watching. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Nancy, William. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Please like the show. Please share it. I also want to tell everyone that Tea Time is now on Cablevision, Optimum Cablevision, every Saturday morning, 11 a.m., Channel 20 on Long Island. So tell everyone you know who has it and to tune in. Also, Tea Time was nominated for Beth Page Best of Long Island podcast for the 2nd year in a row. I'm very excited about that. I didn't win last year, so I need you to vote to help me win this year. So you just go to my Facebook page and just click on the link and vote, because it's always nice to win, isn't it?
Well, now you got 2 more votes coming.
Woohoo! Right. All right, so listen, we're going to go to break again. Don't go away, because we have more with Jonathan and Ronaldo when we come back. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci, Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook, Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I have Ronaldo Mancini to the left of me. I have Jonathan Conover to the right of me. And we're here talking about their careers and what they've been doing. You know, Ronaldo is an actor, he's a writer, he's a producer. He wrote Almost Made, and he's producing now Down the Shore. And Jonathan is the screenwriter and he is the filmmaker. You know, you're not behind the scenes anymore. You're up front and in the trenches right now, which is kind of cool. And you're the boss man in a way. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know what's really cool as actors? Without your words, we don't have a job. Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
And it is true, because if Mr. I'm going to say, who wrote The Godfather? Mario. If Mario didn't write The Godfather, right, there'd be no Godfather. And if this one didn't write this, there'd be no. So think about it. You know, it starts with the writing. It starts with the words.
Sure.
And how exciting is it, because you filmed the teaser, but how exciting is it to, you know, have your words on paper and then actually see it come to life?
It's an experience that it's really hard to describe what a thrill it is. Like when we were shooting it, my heart was pounding,
Right.
thinking, you know, like,
Wow.
this came all the way
It's
from
so
a napkin.
cool. It gets you, like, your adrenaline going.
Right, a napkin to a computer to people actually speaking it and we're promoting it. So it's like, it's amazing how these things evolve,
Right,
but
right,
they have to
right.
come from somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why you just have to do it.
It's amazing. I mean, I always like to write, but I think it's not my strong point. Like, I have thoughts in my head,
Right.
you know, like you did, but
Right.
then it's a matter of putting it all together where it makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I think anyone can sit down and write their memoir, right? So I think we all have it in us, but the creative juices really got to get flowing.
Totally.
You know, because like you said, I want to stay awake for another hour and
I
a
was
half.
gonna say, that's
and
why
see
you go
where
to
it
sleep at
goes.
2 in the morning.
You know?
That's right.
So
You're afraid you're going to forget,
Right.
you know, in the morning.
Well,
and be
that's
like,
the
what
whole
was I-
thing. That's like sometimes when I wake up, I'll have a thought in my head, and if I don't write it down, it left the way it came.
Exactly.
So everyone's like, keep a piece of paper and pen near your night table or something
Always.
like that.
I would stop what I was doing. I would run in from mowing the lawn or something and get off the tractor with half my, and then run
You
inside.
got a tractor
start
up in
running.
Albany. You got to sit and mow.
That's it. Ride a mower.
That's right. That's right. I would get off and I'd just run in and start typing because I'm just like, you know, the lawn would be half mowed, but I had to come up with this idea. I had to get this idea out
Yeah.
like right now. It always happens to me. It's one of those things where I just have to get it
So
out.
once you wrote the 6 episodes, correct? Did you hand them over to Ronaldo to read? Who was the first person to? Was your wife the first one to read it? Like, who was the first person to read it? Hot off the
Couple of my
press?
cousins. I sent it to them because I know
Okay.
they'll be brutally honest with me. You
And
know what
that's-
I mean?
I love
so-
brutal honesty.
Right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, here, read this, and
Right.
like if they said it was good,
Right,
'cause
they won't blow
they're-
smoke.
No,
They'll tell you.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You know. So they said, this is really good. Did you really write this? And I said, yeah, I wrote this. And they're like, I love it. They couldn't put it down. And they're just like, you know, they'd wake up early in the morning to read more of it, you know, because it was 165 pages.
That's so cool.
They would just read it and they said, I couldn't put it down. I could not put it down. And I'm like, okay, maybe I have something here, you know. So then I started giving it to a
But
few
you see
more
how
people.
it all happens? Think about it. There
Right.
are no accidents in life, right? You're teaching this kid, right? It was the
Right.
boy in your
Yep.
class. And the next thing you know, you're connecting with the father.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, it's part of
Right.
what's supposed to happen.
Right.
Teaching, how long have you been teaching?
It's my 19th year.
Wow. Good for you.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of minds you've touched over those 19
Yeah,
years, let me tell you.
thousands. I've got a very big school district that I teach in, so
Really?
it's, you know, I mean, probably.
And what grade is
thousands
it?
of-
What grade?
8th grade.
Eighth
8th grade
grade.
English.
Ooh.
Turn them on when they're 13, 14.
Yeah, I was going
you
to
know?
say, right the beginning of the teen years. Yeah, my niece is actually in 8th grade now. There's one of her teachers she doesn't like, but we won't talk about that right now. Anyway, so, and then you're involved in the DJing, which you said you do also with the
Sure.
school, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I do that. And parties, weddings, you know, just it's always, I always wanted a job where I could have fun. Whatever I do in life, I want to have
Yeah,
fun.
it's
you know
important.
what I mean?
It's
Exactly.
important. And did you find that when this concept first came to you when you were in Mulberry Street, when you were on Mulberry Street, how long ago was that?
3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago, so it was pre-COVID. Okay, and then during COVID, you know, were you teaching remotely? You were. Okay, I'm just checking because
Yeah, just for, not the whole time, just the initial couple months.
Right,
And then we
right,
went
right.
back last year
Yeah.
and did in person and this year as well. But it was actually good because it gave me more time to sit
Well,
at my
that's what I was
computer.
going to ask you. You know, did you get more, you know, words down on the? I want to say paper, but I'll say computer.
Absolutely. Right.
You know.
Yeah. And it put me, you know, like it made the world more mobile too. So I'd be constantly talking to Rennie and just talk about different things, and he
Is
would
that
love
your
it.
nickname?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rennie?
Yeah.
Rennie,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that what you prefer?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I'd
Because
call,
Ronaldo's like very, you know.
Well, growing up, Ronaldo was very difficult to tell people, but
Really?
Rennie wasn't all
I
that
love
much
Ronaldo.
of a hit either. But
Ronaldo. I love Italian
now
names,
I
so-
don't mind it.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I cut you off.
That's
Sorry.
okay. No.
I had to ask
That's
because
okay.
I never heard
no,
anyone
no.
call him Rennie.
No,
so.
but you know, we would talk on the phone all the time, or FaceTime or whatever, and he was like very inspirational for me because I would tell him an idea, and I love it. Like he would just get so.
He'll tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
he would,
Yeah.
right? Or he would tell me, I don't see it, and then I would show him something and say, oh, that's good, like or something like that.
Yeah, well, he would come back and say, well, what about this if I do it this way? And I'm
Right.
like, that's good.
Yeah.
That's the way it's
right,
did.
right. Was there any time during filming the teaser where you wanted to change something and you had to ask him and say, hey, is it okay if I say this instead of that?
No, not really, because I had faith in Jonathan, and the script that he wrote was just, it was so well done. The only thing I really asked you was probably if I could just ad-lib a few lines here and there, but still keep the concept
Right.
of what the script,
Called
what he was
for.
trying to say.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So maybe a few words here and there that I actually added, never diverting from script, not leaving anything out from script, but just adding my own, spin on things.
Right.
So, and after we shot it, any actor's probably never 100% sure, but after we were all done, he said, you did fantastic. I was like, okay, great. So.
And the lead, what's his name? Who's playing?
Vinny Velez.
Vinny Velez.
Plays Vinny Pasqualino, and how
Okay.
fortunate we could find someone named Vinny to
Yeah.
play the character of Vinny.
That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Right.
You'll
He's
never
good.
you'll
He's
never
great.
forget his name.
He's
That's
great.
for sure.
Right.
And how did you find him?
Through
Tell me he's a student.
No.
Who's studying acting?
through Coca Casting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jim Glorioso turned me on to Carolyn Coca from Coca Casting, and she put it out, and she found him, and we looked at him and said, yeah, he can play this part, no problem,
Yeah.
and he's a really good actor, and he's got a very honest face, and that's kind of what I really like about it.
envisioned?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just I wanted this character to, and he was thrilled about the part. He said, I need to play this part, and he and I talk on the phone almost every day as
It's
well.
nice when you have that passion.
Yeah.
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 It's so important. So I want to know, have you started a second season in your mind, or?
It's cultivating right now. We're
is.
we're getting
It's
there.
marinating.
Yeah. It's there. It's almost there. I'm still into the first one because we're so intent on making this and making it happen
Right,
and everything
right.
and getting all the pieces in place. But I kind of see where it's going.
So once the pieces are in place, will you be filming in Amsterdam again, or you're not sure?
We don't know that yet. Probably not Amsterdam, or probably Albany, the capital region of upstate New York.
Okay.
Because it's just I have a lot of contacts there, and I
Right,
live closer
right,
to there.
right. Yeah. It's convenient.
It's very convenient.
right.
So, but hopefully we're keeping, and other places. Obviously, if it gets picked up, by a network or something,
Sure.
we'll have to go down the shore.
So let's
There you
say
go.
Yeah.
hypothetically, you're good to go within the next 30 days or something. Then you'll just.
And then we'll start making some big decisions.
Okay.
You know what I
There you go.
mean? And that's
Yeah.
when the fun starts.
Yeah.
That's when the fun starts, and that's what I'm really looking forward
That's
to.
exciting.
Yeah.
Really
This is the hard
exciting.
part.
The
Right.
hard,
This
the
is the
hard,
hard
part, the
part.
hard
Right.
part is getting it off the ground,
Right.
and like
Right.
you said, putting everything in place, and then and then actually getting it done. It's like a baby. It's like it takes 9 months to have a baby, right? So it's like a baby, right?
Right.
It's growing, and then eventually it's gonna.
It's a great analogy.
But too, even as an actress, I mean, you read something, and the reading could be impeccable, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your script. But then when you actually take those words and you bring them to life, and after all the editing's done and the color grading and the sound is done, and you're just like, wow, that looks so good, so good. It's just a big transformation.
It is it's very exciting, especially when you're at the very beginning of it, like the conception, let's say, of it. I think that's the exciting part, being there from the very, very, very beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then, watching it grow.
Yeah.
It's very, very exciting.
And what helps it, I think, is just positivity. Like everybody we've worked with
Yeah.
in this group of ours that have been, growing this, everyone's just been wonderfully positive. Everyone's got this great mindset where we go in, and when anybody, so like we have a text chain going and things like
Right,
that. So
right,
we get
right.
some new news about something that happens, or new development, or I'll make a new movie poster or something, and I'll send
Right,
it out, and
yeah.
everybody's just says, "Wow, that's great. This is wonderful. Like, it's just coming to life, and you keep seeing these new developments of it growing,
Right.
and everybody's just so positive about it. That's the spirit we want to keep, and that's kind of the vibe that I want to have.
What other names, or are there people who you like to work on the series? Because, you know, I mean, you've worked with Paul or Joe in the past. I mean, are these people that maybe you'd want to bring on, or do you have people in your mind that you want to?
Well, yeah, Jonathan's got the whole thing
You know,
pretty much laid out.
you do,
You know,
huh?
he's you know.
When
got
I
in his
write,
mind.
I write with a voice in mind. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen thousands.
What do you think
of
about this
movies.
voice?
You have a great voice, a wonderful voice. We got to get her apart.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm in.
But-
I'll drive it to
Yeah,
Albany.
oh, wow.
You drove here for
Okay,
me?
yeah.
I'll drive there for you.
We'll carpool.
Right. But, you know, I always have a voice in mind, so I pick certain actors that look a certain way, sound a certain way.
yeah.
I know what they can do from their performances that I've seen, and I get that voice in my head, and I just feel it when I'm typing my script, and he would say it this way because he, you know, has inflection on this, or sometimes he will, you know, he would, you
Or
know,
mannerisms.
right, mannerisms,
Yeah.
gestures, you know, I can picture it all in my mind. Like, you know, if there was some kind of cable to take out of your mind and plug into your television, this would be a fabulous. But I have to do it, you know, write it out, and it takes a little bit more time. But you know, I can see the entire thing in my head, visualizing it towards the future, and you know. I hope it's good. I hope people like it. That's the
I think
thing.
they're gonna love it. I
Yeah.
think it's great. I think we're gonna take another break, my last break, and don't go away. You stay right there. We'll be back with Jonathan and Rennie.
Ready. There you go.
We'll be right back. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Val's Crafty Creations. Are you looking for something personalized? She's the one to do it. She's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Check it out. Val's Crafty Creations. From t-shirts, stemware, houseware. She does it all for any occasion. Val's Crafty Creations. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thank you to 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore. Linda DeVitis, just look her up. She's amazing. Val's Crafty Creations. You can find her all over social media. And thanks to my friend Doc Gooden, Dwight Doc Gooden. I love you so much. So I'm back. I'm back with Rennie
You see what you started.
Mancini.
I'm sorry.
And Jonathan Conover. We're talking about Down the Shore. So, Jonathan, this is your baby. This is your vision. Who else is on your team?
Well, one of our big actors that was in our teaser and plays the really significant role of Big Carmine Marcelino, which is my family name. I threw it in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Big Carmine Marcelino was played by of John Fiore from The Sopranos. He
Yep.
played Gigi Stone in seasons 2 and 3, and was always one of my favorite characters in The Sopranos. And meeting John was just we've become like as close as Rennie and I.
He's supposed to be doing my show, actually.
He's
He's
wonderful
supposed
guest.
to give me a date.
We are like very, very, very good friends.
That's
Great guy,
cool.
really great
That's
guy.
cool.
And-
I'll send him the show.
Oh, totally. He is he is top notch. He's a superb actor and an even better person. Because
Yeah.
we've been really good friends over the years, and
That's nice.
we talk on the phone all the time. We get on. My wife's like, "Who are you talking to for an hour and a half?" I'm on the phone with John. Okay.
Is it ring? Is it John? Is it
Right. It could be any of them, right?
That's nice, though. And how does your family feel? Look, we all have day jobs, obviously, to pay the bills. So how does your family feel about you getting into the acting and producing? Are they behind you 100%? Because I have to tell you the truth. My family does support me, but I find that my friends are more supportive. Like, I love my mom to death. I love her to death, but she'd be like, you're going to be doing this like another year, right? And then you're going to like, get back into reality. And I'm like, Ma, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have to believe it. So how does your family and friends feel about it?
My friends, I don't know if they actually. Well, yeah, they do support me, but they like to rip me apart every now and
they
then.
like to break.
Like, oh, here comes the big actor.
Break the
Here
gonads,
comes. Here comes the superstar. Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But my two daughters, they support me, and my wife, she would sit with me and read for hours, and she would help me, learn my lines.
That's
and
so good.
It was extremely helpful, and she's behind me 110%.
That's great. And you, I'm sure your family's so proud of you.
She just said I can't do any love scenes. She's watching.
Oh,
She
no
said,
love scenes?
No love scenes, she
No
said.
makeout scenes?
No.
I'm
They're gonna
sure
have-
that's written
If I
in,
become
huh?
big, they're going to have to use a stand-in or something.
Stand-in?
You know.
Oh, Madonna me. And what about you? I'm sure everyone is so thrilled.
Over crazy thrilled.
And they probably said to you, Jonathan, why didn't you do this sooner?
They're like, they're looking at me funny. Like, they'll stop, even my colleagues at school and my family and friends are just texting. They'll stop me in the hallway and they're like, you're going to do this, aren't you? Like, they're like, you're doing this. This is awesome. Good for you for going after your dream. Everybody, it just in the past 30 days has just been so supportive. I am just humbled by how much people have been just in my corner and saying, go for it. You're doing your dream.
that great?
And I was just like, that's worth it right there. Like, if I make this, I want to make it for them.
That's what everyone's telling me on the comments on whatever I post. They're like, my cousin Christine Rizzo Corrigan, hi Christine, she reached out to me and she said, I'm just so proud of you that you're following your dream, you're not giving up, and you're really going for it. And her son, my cousin Michael Corrigan, shout out to him, he's working on Black Panther 2 right now. And I'm really proud of my cousin for, again, following his dream. He's behind the scenes, but the point is that, he wanted something and he went for it. And I think that COVID put a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people to reevaluate what they're doing and how happy they are. And I made a joke, either there was going to be a lot of pregnancies or a lot of divorces.
Or a lot of alcoholics.
That too. Yeah, because that was essential, right?
It was essential.
The liquor stores had to stay open.
They have to stay open because if they shut down, then people,
they lose
I don't think it would have went as smooth as it did.
No, it really wouldn't. So we have about another 10, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, around 7 minutes left. I just wanted to get more information out there. So let's plug where people can find out about Down the Shore. And how they find out everything.
Wow.
How they.
The top of my Facebook page, Jonathan Conover, has a pin to the top of it. Very first, it's right there, cemented to the top of it. It's not going anywhere. And all the information with our link. The link has everything that you need to know about the show. It has the story that you just heard about Rennie and I.
Right.
It has all of our content. It has our short film. It has a lot of quick trailers and things like that we made. Pitch videos, posters. You can see everything if you want to see the evolution of it.
Cool.
It's really a cool page.
This is the beginning of it. This is where it's a baby and it's trying to take its first steps.
Right.
Right.
And
it's so cool, really cool. And I want to just say thank you to Joe DeBarry's watching. Joe was at Good Friday with us, and Michelle, right, Mancini,
My wife,
your beautiful wife. Hi,
Hi,
Michelle.
honey.
And we've got Greg D. Filippo in Florida is watching, and Andrea. And thank you everyone for watching. Please like the show. Please share it. And listen, go to
Vinny LaBarbera.
you can go to my page because I'm going to be sharing it. You could go to it is Ronaldo on Facebook, Ronaldo Mancini. You go to his Facebook page and it's Ronaldo Mancini on Insta. also, right? And then go to either of their pages, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page, and that's where you can go and you can check it out. All the information about Down the Shore.
And I wouldn't be, it wouldn't be good if I didn't mention just a couple other people that were on
Go
our,
for it,
So we had a lot
Jonathan.
of other people. Nick Albanese is an actor out of Rhode Island who has done a great job for us. Gio Giasconi is an actor. He lives in Syracuse, New York. He's from New York originally, New York City, but he's been helping us with this project. And Vinny LaBarbera, three people that have really, with the exception of, in addition to Rennie and Vinny and John Fiore, like have just been so about this project,
Right,
and
right.
making it happen. I really owe it to them, that for supporting me to give them a good experience in this, and really hopefully they can.
We believe in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
we
the whole
believe in
thing.
Jonathan.
I hear the passion.
Yeah, no,
and it gets me excited. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want that. I want to smoke some of what you're smoking because it gets you. That's the whole thing is when you put your heart, your soul, your blood, your sweat into something, and other people feel the way you do, then that's golden.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
No, I need to do this. This is one of these things. I won't stop. This is one I need to do. And I feel like if everyone's been so supportive that I have to, I owe it to them, and I will keep writing good lines.
Now, let me ask you a question, because as a woman, and sitting here without a penis, like you people, I want to know, most of these mob genres, let's face it, they're male dominated, okay? But they have to have a wife or a mother, a gumara, or a sister. So there are parts like that in this.
Actually, there are. The Vinnie Pasqualino's mother plays a very significant role. She's in the opening scene of the screenplay.
She does, yeah.
And it's one of the best scenes that I've written, to be honest with you.
Wow.
So
Nice.
Rosarie Pasqualino is a terrific role.
That's
There's
great.
Nonna Maria Pasqualino, and of course there is and then there's all the reality TV show cast Down the Shore. There's a great bartender role of this girl that takes on she's kind of like the head of all the cast, and because she's a little older than them, and she's been around the bar
So
scene.
she tells like the reality crew like what to do. Is
She's
she
the
kind of
one
like
ma-
Snooki, like that
She's
kind of
manipulating things behind the
character?
scene.
Okay,
Because we're
okay.
trying to expose the fact that reality TV. I don't know if it's like kind of like professional wrestling. I don't know if it's real or
Right.
not.
Well, that's the whole thing. That was
Right.
the whole thing. Like a lot of people will debate if reality TV really is
Right.
reality,
Right.
Yeah.
or do the producers set something up so they get a certain reaction
Right.
from a cast member?
Well, that's what Vinny Pasqualino and his cousin Dom and their floor general of Dana to kind of manipulates things to make it happen.
That's the right word. That's the right word.
And when things get manipulated, sometimes things don't go exactly right. And if the mob is involved and the FBI is involved, and there's a lot of
twists and turns.
a lot of twists and turns.
A lot of interesting things happen towards the end. So we won't give that away. But
No.
if you're gonna give her the part of the mom, make sure she can make the egg with the hole in the bread.
This opening scene.
There you go.
Egg in a basket.
I've done that. That's
Just like
great.
Mama used to
I
make.
Eggs in
just
a
I just
basket.
made artichoke pie the other night.
Nice.
To bring to the Halloween party. It's very good.
Your audition would be how well you make pasta
Hey,
fazool,
listen,
though.
I whatever you want me to make, I'll make. I'm 100% Sicilian. So
So do you call it pasta fazool or you call it pasta fagioli?
I call it pasta fazool.
There you go.
Yeah,
what
that's what I call it. All right, we've got one more minute. One more minute. So again, tell everyone how they could find out about Down the Shore. Tell them where to go.
Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, any of my pages, Jonathan Conover, Jonathan R. Conover. You'll see our link for Down the Shore. It's pinned to the top, so you can get right to it very quickly.
Do you have a separate Down the Shore page?
Yes, there is
Facebook?
a
gonna
Down
say.
the Shore page.
Okay.
There are 622 followers right now, so
Okay,
we're trying
let's
to
boost that
gain
number.
let's boost it up as
Absolutely.
much as we can. And
Well, listen, this went fast, and I
Yeah.
told you it was going to be fast, but I so appreciate you coming in
Oh, thank
and
you.
taking this trip, because I know it was an adventure to get here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so listen, I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like the show, please share it. Also, tune in every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Channel 24 Tea Time on Optima. I think it's Optimum Cablevision. And stay tuned for those watching me on Channel 20 on Saturday 11 a.m. because after this show, you'll see me interviewing the great Michael Madsen at Soprano Con. Okay, so just when you think it's over, it's not. Keep it on that channel. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate your love, support, and I'll see you next week, everybody. Thank you,
Take care.
guys.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Down the shore.
See you down the shore.
Down the shore. See you down the shore. I like that.